Hi, my name is Orla and it's Blue. So how are you today? I hope you're doing amazing. If you're new here, hi, my name is Orla. I'm a big fan of K-pop, and recently over on my Instagram I asked you guys if you had any K-pop confessions, because I just wanted to know. I'm a bit nosy like that. And if you like K-pop and other band culture and want to see more videos like this, you might as well give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the little bell notification. It's free, it can be undone at any time, and it is just a fun time on this channel. And if you yourself have any K-pop confessions, make sure to comment them down below. It's just a fun time, and you know, I'm nosy. There was a lot of like, I thought this person was this person, I got these two members mixed up, I got these two members mixed up. Taehyung and Jungkook were the most common, and I don't like, that's okay guys. Like, if you're new and you don't know the people yet, it is fine that you got mixed up between the two. It is fine. Somebody said that they cringe when a choreo has intense hair flips. I've actually never heard anybody saying that before, but I think that a hair flip I love. If the whole point of the choreo is to have the hair flip, I can understand that can be a little bit like, but if it's kind of natural in the flow of the dance, I quite like a good hair flip myself. I love watching BTS sleeping, cuddling, and imagining I'm their partner, and then in brackets, I'm a boy, by the way. It is okay that you're a boy and you want to cuddle BTS. I do feel like if you read this and you didn't know the context and you potentially didn't know that they were talking about videos, it might sound very, very creepy, and potentially just sounds creepy anyway. But there are many compilations of BTS sleeping and cuddling on the internet. So like, obviously you're not alone, and I think that's the most important thing, is that you're not alone. Everyone else is weird too. I just want to go and hold Hyunjin and tell him how much they love him. That is a very big mood at the moment. Like, it's a big mood at the moment. I think, like, I'm constantly on Twitter, like, looking through what people are saying about different K-pop idols, looking at different, like, content about different K-pop idols, and right now Hyunjin is definitely at the top of my list. Obviously he's my ultimate as well, so you know, but like, I do miss him, and like, all the content is very sweet though. There's a lot of like sweet content. There's not too much sad content, that which I'm kind of grateful for, is that like, even though he's not with us at the moment, and he is coming back, I like that people are still doing like kind of sweet, you know, sweet little content. I thought Stray Kids consisted of teenagers because they were called Stray Kids. Yeah, that is a valid confusion. I think that, like, I remember when they were doing their survival show and JYP was kind of like, you're calling yourself Stray Kids? I give you the opportunity to name yourself and you call yourself Stray Kids. I mean, that's valid. It's very valid, but I think it might be a little bit awkward in like 10 years when they're in their late 20s and their 30s and they're like, hi, we're Stray Kids. Not really a fan of any BTS song after Love Yourself Answer. Wow, that's a lot. So that's like Map of the Soul, Persona, really? And BTS World, Map of the Soul 7, and then the B albums, and then the Japanese stuff, really? I think they have some really good stuff on there. And some people like quite attached to the songs of like the era that they got into them, or like sometimes there are some certain eras that just like tickle their fancy better. Hopefully that changes, because I think they've been releasing some, oh, that was a bad one, bops.
It's a bop. 뭐라고? 밥? 밥? 밥 되는? It's a bop. 몰라 밥? 밥? 빙고.
I didn't realize that Koreans say their name backwards, and so they basically thought that like Kim was the first name. I understand, because when I was doing my English degree, I think it was my first semester, we did a tragedy comedy module, and as part of it we were studying some movies, and one of the movies that we studied was a Korean film called Old Boy, which is an interesting film. If you've never seen Old Boy, I'm not sure if I should recommend it. It's a really good film. It's like very interesting, but it is, the ending is a little bit, Sweet Home Alabama. It's inspired by Oedipus Rex, in case you're wondering, or Oedipus Rex, depending on how you say it. Oh, Rex! T-Rex, Oedipus Rex. But yeah, when I was reading loads of like, research about it and loads of articles about Old Boy, some of them were saying oh desu, and other ones were saying desu oh, and I was like, what? What is his name? Like, in the film they're always saying oh desu, so I went with oh desu. But when I was writing my little assignment on it, I was like, what am I supposed to say? I think either one would have been correct for what I was doing, but yeah, Koreans put their family name first and then their given name. I thought V and Tae were two different people. They are. I used to think OT7 was GOT7's fandom. Okay, I've never seen anybody else thinking that. I've never thought about it myself, but like valid, like very valid, understandable, perfectly understandable. OT7 confused me for ages. Like I knew that it meant the amount of members in the group, but then I was like, why OT? What does the OT mean? I'm always doing this. I keep on seeing internet slang all over the place, and I don't know what it means, but I just pretend that I do. I just kind of go along with it because I'm like, eh. And then sometimes I search it up and I'm like, that was way more simple than I was expecting. OT just means one truth. Oh my god, my cat's crying. Miss Crybaby. BTS are overrated, basic, and overhyped. I am going to respect your opinion, but I think this opinion is overrated and overhyped. I think that so many people have this opinion. I think the opinion itself is overhyped. Basic, I will completely disagree with Basic. If you've been watching my videos about BTS and their connection to literature and how much thought and energy and the detail in BTS's stuff, like Basic, I will completely disagree and I will say that it is wrong. Now, like, if all you're watching is like potentially like Boy With Love or Dynamite, I can understand where it's coming from, but I think if you look at their B-sides and if you look at their storyline and if you look at everything they've done, I think that calling them basic, no. I understand people thinking that they're potentially overrated or overhyped. I disagree, but I understand that. Basic, no. TXT and BTS are not brothers. That is a fair point. I personally like content with BTS and TXT and them together, but I don't think that they should be eternally interlinked, and I think that if they make content together, it's cool, but it shouldn't be like the only time you talk about TXT is when you're talking about TXT in relation to BTS, do you know? Oh, this one's a question. Do you have any love-hate relationship with any song? Yes, actually, now that you mention it. I have it on my Guilty Pleasures playlist. I actually really like the, it's called Sweetheart, the Opaya song. You know, the one that they do Aegyo to? Opaya, da 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 da. I love that song. I'll listen to it, and there's this like male voice in it as well, and the song is just very sweet. It's very cute, and I'll listen to it on occasion, and it is, I love it, but like I hate that I love it. It's not, I don't hate the song, I hate that I love it because it's so, Aegyo. But it's so cute. I used to like Fantastic Baby, but it's kind of cringe looking back. The music video, understandable. Like, I didn't realize that was K-pop the first time that I ever heard of it because I heard it pretty soon after it came out. It was kind of a minor hit in Europe. And so I had always heard Fantastic Baby and I think I'd seen the music video, but I just didn't know that it was K-pop or who Big Bang were. I still love the song. I think the song, I enjoy it. Like, you need to be in a certain mood to listen to it. It's not really like stroll down your road, having a walk kind of song. It's not like, you wouldn't like sit at home cooking, making pasta to Fantastic Baby. But it's fun to listen to on occasion. I do enjoy this song, but I understand you thinking it's cringe. Over time, I've started to lose interest in keeping up with all the groups I like and just keep up with my ults. That is perfectly fine. I think that stan culture will make you feel like you need to do a million different things for every group that you like, and I think that, like, if a live stream is happening and I'm just not in the mood to watch it, I'm not going to watch it. Sorry, my friend just texted me because I just posted a TikTok and she was like, if my girlfriend cheated on me with you, I'd be so okay with it. What was I talking about? I was talking about keeping up with groups. Yeah, I think that there's this pressure through like stan culture to keep up with absolutely everything that your faves are doing, and it's okay to not, sorry, I'm petting my cat, she's very needy. I think that it's okay to not keep up with everything that your faves are doing. It's fine. It is music. I think I'd love for you to stream their music 10 times more than I want you to stream all the content and all the things that you need to keep up to date with, you know? Because I always think that the listening to the music is the most important part. When I first got into K-pop, I thought the 101 members were EXO. Did you think that all the 101 members were EXO? Did you think that it was just EXO promoting under a different name or something? I feel like I have to prove that my cat is down here. I'd love to know how. That's so interesting. I'd love to know, like, how did the mix-up come about? I thought Treasure would be at a disadvantage for everyone because they would get overpowered by Yedam. But after watching more content, they are now my ult. I understand this. If you watched YG Treasure Box, it was very, very obvious from the start that YG loved Yedam. And YG kind of needed to give Yedam a debut. In that show, like, Yedam was like the golden boy, can do no wrong boy. But I think that as that was part of the, the survival show. But as a group, I don't feel like that kind of energy is there. I'm really grateful for that because they're all amazingly talented. They're wonderful, wonderful boys and they deserve all the success. And it's just really unfortunate that it did take them like a year to debut because of something that was out of their control. I bought a GOT7 album before even being able to tell them apart. That, again, I'm just very like chill about those kind of things. I'm completely okay about that. I don't think that you need to know the members of a group to buy the album. If you're going to be supporting them, I'm going to support that. If you are supporting musicians and if you are supporting art, I am going to support that. Was that a bird? Before I became educated, I used to write Jungkook's tattoos on my hands. If you were just doodling them like in pen, that's not terrible. Like, obviously don't get them. That's just tattoo etiquette, is to not get someone's tattoos verbatim on yourself, and he put a lot of time and effort into them. They're very individual to him. They have so much significant meaning. He planned them so well. If you were just to doodle, I wouldn't be like, grr. I think the whole surroundings of tattoos and tattoo etiquette is kind of just be careful, yeah. I used a BuzzFeed quiz to find out who my Stray Kids bias was, and it's still Hyunjin. Interesting. Obviously, the quiz did a good job. I've never actually taken, like, I've taken those quizzes ages ago, but like I've never taken a quiz to see like who my bias was, because I always just like picked my bias. I never took a quiz to like find my bias, because I just picked my bias. Interesting. Maybe I should like take tests and see if the BuzzFeed quizzes regarding biases match up to my actual biases. Someone just said I have hella daddy issues, and yes, Chan is my ult. It's just so weird because like Chan's just like a year older than me and people are out here calling him daddy, you know. He's not like, as well, like I know he has like the baby stays, and I know that like when he's performing he can be very intense, but his personality is that of like a dad, not a daddy, you know. I thought Kevin and Hwal were twins. Understandable, like they did look very similar. They were the most similar in the group. Brothers, at least. What you looking at? I once unstan Blackpink and I thought they disbanded. Oh, I mean, you thinking that they disbanded, kind of understandable. Yeah, you thinking that they disbanded, understandable. I mean, I thought that FX disbanded ages ago. And there's so many groups that are just inactive for so long. Can you ever blame? I could never blame you. Someone's playing video games down there. It looks very intense. I find it unfortunate that YG's marketing tactic for Blackpink is just will keep them away and only let them make music every once in a while. I have romantic feelings for Chan. That is valid. That's very valid. I understand. I understand. I agree. Yes. I think it's almost impossible to like every single song a K-pop group puts out. Understandable. I think that it's impossible to like love every single song a K-pop group comes out with. But again, like, it takes a lot for a song for me to just genuinely dislike it. I kind of like everything. And I know those people aren't that way, so it's just a mix, you know? I don't feel like you should force yourself into liking something just because they're your ult or whatever, you know? Someone just said I'm pooping, which doesn't have anything to do with K-pop, but I'm very, very happy for you. I think that it's very, very important. I'm very, very happy for you. I sometimes miss Woojin, and they're talking about, you know which Woojin I'm talking about. I sometimes miss Woojin, and I hate myself for it. Please, please, please don't hate yourself. You cannot always control your emotions. It's okay. It's okay to feel those feelings every once in a while, even if you dislike that person now, even if you don't support that person anymore. Just allow yourself to feel your emotions. It's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to miss someone that you no longer like. Feel the emotions, so then you can go past the emotions and then just remember why you personally dislike him or you personally don't support him anymore. Don't hate yourself though. If you miss him, it's okay to hate that you miss him, but don't hate yourself. I hate to admit it, but I would push any of the other Kingdom groups under the bus for Stray Kids. You said it, not me. Stray Kids are my ult of ults in Kingdom, so yeah. Someone said I used to be a Koreaboo, so I convinced my friend that I can speak Korean when I can't. I was this close to defending this because I was going to be like, oh, a lot of people have a Koreaboo phase, don't worry about it. But trying to convince your friend that you can speak Korean, how did you do that? If you couldn't speak Korean, how did you convince? Interesting. Someone else said, I do in fact have feelings for Lee Felix. It's something in that Stray Kids water that makes you have intense romantic feelings towards them. Someone said, I want to touch Jungkook's fluffy hair for once only. I understand that. That is valid. You are valid. You are seen. I see you. And the last one for today, I thought Lucas was fluent in English. You and everybody else. Everybody did. I think it's because he's so confident that he just like runs into conversations. Like he like runs into sentences without really thinking. He's obviously very, very intelligent because he knows a lot of languages and he's very good with his pronunciation and he just kind of runs into sentences and it just works. He just does it. Sorry the lighting went so horrifically bad. It started raining. It was kind of sunny when I started and now it's raining, and that is Irish weather for you. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to post notifications. Remember, you say genius, I think Minyungi. All my socials will be linked down below and I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye!